Hello, people.
So today we're going to talk about Playlist and how the song was written and how it was recorded and just some stories about the whole process of the song. I wrote the song about 10 years ago on the acoustic guitar. It was just the acoustic guitar part. I always leave the vocal responsibilities for whoever I'm collaborating with at the time. And 10 years ago when I first wrote it, I was working with a singer-songwriter. That's why I just made it on acoustic guitar. We made a demo of the song, but it was never taken further than just the acoustic guitar demo. Then years later, I was working with a rock band and we were all bringing different ideas to the table, and I remembered this song I had and that I had still really liked, so I kind of redid it a little bit to fit that project. I used clean electric guitars. I envisioned it to be maybe like a rock ballad, maybe the last song on an album, and brought it to the guys, and we had a bunch of different songs that we were working on at the time, and that was, again, put on the back burner. So several years again after that, when Kenny and I started working on music together, we were, again, bringing different ideas to the table, and I had this song that I'd written like 8 years ago at that point, and really wanted to do something with it, so I brought it to Kennedy, and she liked it, and it ended up becoming something way beyond what it was ever intended to be or what it started out as. I'm really excited about what it is today.
Yeah, so I think that was probably about the third song, thereabouts, that we actually were collaborating back and forth on. And how we typically work is you'll send me the instrumentation, and then I'll come up with the vocal melody to go over top of that.
In the car.
Yes,
all
in the car.
All of the voice memos that she sends me have turn signals in the background because you come up with...
Or a GPS in the background followed by turn signals.
Yeah, telling her to, yeah.
So that's how Playlist worked as well. You sent me the music. I listened to it, really enjoyed it, and then just came up with a vocal melody that went on top of it. Shared that back with you. You were all about it.
Right.
So we went forward with that. Originally, Playlist was referred to as Atlanta to Chicago because the idea for the kind of long distance feel that the song has was based upon us going on separate family vacations. So he actually went with his family to Atlanta, and I was in Chicago with my family. So that's how Atlanta to Chicago came to be. A little while later, we were going back over things, and we liked the idea. We liked the long distance. We liked that it was kind of a love song about music itself and how music can trigger memories and certain feelings. And we just really wanted to go forward with that idea. But Atlanta to Chicago the pieces weren't fitting together for Atlanta to Chicago because I had written the vocal part for the back half. So
Yes. The Atlanta to Chicago was more than just a concept. The actual chorus hook was the words Atlanta to Chicago.
Right.
That was the main vocal part of the song that was written first. Once that was written, you went back and started on the verses, which continued the theme of the long distance vibe.
And I actually remember writing those first lyrics about the stars and everything because I was in the car on the way to your mom's house. I think we were probably getting together for a game night or something like that. And it was nighttime, driving. The stars just looked really pretty, and it just kind of happened again in the car.
Which worked out as well because yet another kind of theme, the idea of this being like a road trip song. It's purposefully a longer song where the ending has a droning aspect to it and layers.
Again, I was making a face.
It purposefully is a longer song where the ending has a droning aspect to it and there's layers that build on top of each other, and it's designed to just be a road trip song where you're chilling in the car, relaxing drive on your way to see somebody that you love. Our goal was to have a lot of things playing together all within that same theme.
And Atlanta to Chicago just wasn't cutting it because I was writing the verses and the hook. I had the line, no matter where you are, you're always in my heart. But I could not for the life of me come up with the second line for that hook. Because I wanted to tie it in to Atlanta to Chicago.
Right. We wanted the hook to reference the cities so that it just didn't come out of nowhere at the end.
Right.
But couldn't come up with a way to organically make that happen where it sounded anywhere half decent.
Right. So then I actually came up with the second line. We decided that playlist was a much better title, much more fitting for what we wanted it to become, what we wanted the song to become. So when we got in the studio to actually record, don't laugh. You ruined everything. So when we finally got into the studio to record Playlist, we had reached the end to where we thought it was finished and listened to it, really enjoyed it, really liked it, thought it was really good. Obviously, it's our own song, so we liked it, but...
It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. But there was still something just missing. And it kind of felt like, and I don't know if you agree with me, but it kind of felt like the ending, what we refer to as the jam session, didn't really explode kind of how we wanted to. Not that it's exploding, it's a very chill vibe, but it builds. And so
we wanted there to be a crescendo.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And we wanted it to be different than the first half. So
we very much designed it to have part one, part two. We wanted it to feel like it's got two halves. They are cohesive, of course.
Exactly.
But yeah.
So we decided that some background vocals would be really cool in that second half to kind of beef it up. And that's where we came up with the idea for the ooze that you hear in the background of the second half. It was just kind of a textural thing. It was something that I'm pretty sure I came up with on the fly. We were just listening.
Absolutely. We were listening to it and we realized, I think I said, it's missing something. I think we should do background vocals here. And 5 minutes later, they were like basically recorded. And then we decided that we needed some harmonies on there. And 5 minutes after that, they were laid down as well, everything on top of each other. And we were super excited. And that's really how the whole song went in general. As soon as it was a song that had sat on the back burner for 10 years, basically. And as soon as we started working on it together, I think we were both just super inspired, and she would come up with something and I would add something new. And that was no different in the studio. We were constantly coming up with new parts and ended up with a fuller, longer song than we intended, even going into the studio to record it. And it was fully planned at that point, but it definitely was expanded.
The ooze kind of became our favorite part.
Oh, definitely. That's my personal favorite part of the entire song. Definitely.
Yeah, because you've got the ooze that go up, and then you've got the ooze that go down, and they just blend so well. And yeah, we were really excited when that came together like it did. So yeah, go check it out, whatever, if you want to. Have you got 6 minutes and 2 seconds?
You're not doing anything. We know that.
Yeah.
Come on.
You're still here with us. Just, you should have ended this 6 minutes ago and listened to the song.
Yeah. This has been a total waste of everyone's time. Go listen to it.
So you guys should go check it out. We're super proud of it. Super excited that it's out now. And yeah, that's how Playlist came to be.
Absolutely. Thanks for listening.
Bye, guys. Izzy, what do you think of Playlist?